And how did you get connected then with that organization?
Well, it's a really funny story, but I was actually volunteering at my granddaughter's school for an event. And to be completely honest, I just was like overwhelmed by the group of people that I was working with. It was a
Mm.
little bit too much. It was a little bit too disorganized for my liking. And I just kept thinking and asking God, like, why am I here? Like, why did you ask me to be a part of this? Like, why did I say yes? And later on, I realized, that there was a vendor at the event, and she was representing a totally different organization. But my mom happened to say, "Have you spoken to that lady over there?" And she pointed to her, and I thought to myself, "No, I haven't had a chance to even walk around and talk to the vendors." And she said, "Well, I think you should go talk to her because she does prison ministry." And I thought to myself, I haven't even said anything to my mom about me even wanting to do prison ministry.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of like was like, okay. So I just went over and I introduced myself to her. And we exchanged information, and she's the one that said, "Hey, there is this organization that I feel like maybe you should get connected with. You can learn more about it.
Mhm.
And I would be more than happy to make the connection with you and the person that's in charge of it." And I just thought, okay, God, this is the whole reason why I was involved in this, group, and putting on this festival at my granddaughter's school. Like, it all made sense after the fact. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
After you taking the action, right? And
Yeah.
even though it wasn't even related, I love that, God like opens the doors in the most unexpected ways sometimes. And it requires us having the courage to actually
Right.
step into it. And I love because you mentioned, how that door kept closing in all the ways that you were going about it. And he
Sure.
was like, I gotcha. Let's do this. So I love it too. I just love that story. I thought it was just so powerful to share. So yeah, so I would love for you to just share a little bit about what's coming up next, because I know you have an exciting new event that's happening. And yeah, so I'd love for you to share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to be hosting an event in my local area,
Mhm.
and I live in South Texas, and it's actually going to be an event for women who actually have a loved one who battles with addiction, whether it be alcohol or drugs.
Mhm.
That was a specific download from God, and it's a God assignment. And to be completely honest, Tierney, I didn't really want to do it.
Mm.
I've hosted in-person events, but this one, I sat on it for a little bit, and it just kept coming up in my spirit, and God wouldn't let me let it go.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, I'm ready to be obedient to what you're calling me to do. And I met with a friend of mine. She offered me her church. And so we're going to be meeting at the end of the month, which is May the 24th.
Mhm.
And it's going to be a free event. And I'm just asking women to come with an open heart to receive and to renew their faith and their hope in the Lord.
Mhm.
Because when you are dealing with somebody in your family who is battling addiction, alcohol, or drugs, it's a hard road
Yeah.
to really navigate. There's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of unforgiveness, there's a lot of bitterness that can come out of that. And I personally, because I've walked this journey myself with my sister who is battling addiction.
Mhm.
Um, I've just done a lot of work behind the scenes on my own heart posture
Mhm.
to be able to see her and love her the way Jesus does. And so I really want to teach women how to really maintain their joy, renew their faith and their hope in God, regardless of the situation that they find themselves in with their loved one.